Relevant Magazine. This is the Relevant Podcast.
Distraction, no distraction. Can I be with you? No distraction, no distraction. Can I be with you? They pull you to the left, they pull you to the right, they pull you in all directions. They pull you to the left, they pull you to the right, they pull you in all directions.
It's the week of Friday, December 22nd, 2017, and it's the Relevant Podcast. I'm your host, Cameron Strang, and here with me in our Orlando studios, Eddie Big Hat Koffold.
You know what? Happy holidays.
I'm a Merry Christmas man myself.
Not me. I've given up.
Over there on the ones and twos, our illustrious producer, my brother, Chandler Strang.
Hello.
On the Skype line from Loverland, Virginia, Jesse Carey.
Happy final week of the December to Remember Toyota-thon. Blessings all.
And joining us for the entire episode today, our friend, author, speaker, podcaster, Annie Downs.
Yes, good morning, gents.
That was the first big moment of you being on the podcast is what do you say in the welcome, right?
Oh, yes, good morning, gents, is what you
I
went
went
with.
with good morning, gents. Is that fine?
Yeah, did you think about it beforehand,
That's
or
more
is
than
that just
fine,
what the spirit led you to?
Yes.
Totally.
We're really excited you're joining us for the show today. I know you've been working really hard on preparing for your appearance because I got a text from you a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Oh, listen. Yeah, the one you didn't answer. Listen, Cameron, we got to talk about that because I just wanted to express my, look, Cameron, I am going to find the slice.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you didn't answer, but I think you did.
Here's the thing. Here we don't text that often, but when we do, we're locked in for a solid 20 minutes. So when I saw the text come in, I was in a meeting and I thought, oh, I got to wait until I have time because once I reply, there's a reply and then another reply. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a back and forth because this is fun. She banters.
Yeah.
And so a day went by and then I'm like, oh man, this is just weird. This is bad. And so then last night around 2 a.m, I was like, I got to clear it. I just got to clear it.
That's the worst response. Just clear it.
So I hit red.
Right.
And then I just had to,
Which feels like it feels like there's some psychology to that, Annie.
No, I was like, I don't want to do anything halfway. I don't want to give you a little cursory, like, oh, cool.
Right.
I want to, I'm in. I'm all in, or I'm nothing at all.
Right.
Cameron, also, our friendship can handle a non-banter response. I'm not going anywhere, bud.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Thank you for finding a slice.
I
Looking
know.
forward to having you on the show.
I just felt
An
like
emoji. You're such an emoji guy. You could have dropped the dancing woman in the red dress, and I'd have known.
That's
I
true.
know how you feel about her.
I know. I could have found the right jiffy. You know, just kind of.
Oddly, I get
I know. I let myself down, Annie. I'm sorry.
Well, right after me. You're right after me. You let me down first, and you let yourself down second. And now the entire relevant audience third.
Yeah. Oh goodness.
This has turned into like the Festivus airing of grievances. Real quick.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
We're all
That's
into
topic
it.
number one.
Feats of
That's
strength.
my only one. That's my only one.
Yeah.
Jesse texts me every morning, 2:30 in the morning, you up. And I just know, like, you don't answer that text.
No.
Like,
And then I wait 45 minutes and text him ...
Yeah. And then he slides into my DMs, and all of a sudden it's like Instagram.
He just wanted to go out and TP somebody's house or something. He was seeing if you're available.
I'm just saying, never reply.
Yeah.
Right.
My mom told me nothing good happens after midnight. You know,
Everything fun happens.
idle hands are the devil's workshop. That's what my mom used to tell me. That's why she'd make me do chores all the time.
And listen, I'm not pro
family.
devil. I'm not pro devil. Let me say that. But sometimes he'll get you into some fun stuff. You regret it later.
Annie, welcome to the show.
It is
Across the
fun.
board, we're not pro-devil, right? I mean, that was one of the things I understood coming onto the show.
You're right.
We're not pro-devil.
We are
We're
not.
not.
I just love this moment right now. Like, I'm aware that there are people that have been like, read Annie's books. You know, they're like, oh, cool, she's going to be on their own podcast. And we've already talked about are we or are we not pro-devil in the first few moments? And it's just like, whoa. You know what?
Did we take
She's
a
like, I
hard
have a
line
brand.
not pro devil this year? I can't remember.
Yeah.
So, Annie, as you are a new person on the show, we all get to just, if it's okay with you, just ask you a ton of questions.
No, it doesn't matter.
To understand. Yeah, we're going to do that.
Yeah, let me tell you what I've already learned from being friends with the three of y'all. You do not care what I
We
want to hear.
care, but just mostly about ourselves.
Yeah.
There it is.
I'm looking out for number one. I'm in the E zone, homie.
Yeah, I'm watching. I will say this. I'm watching my back, Annie. I'm watching my back.
Yeah, I got you.
All
I'm
right.
here.
But for the very small portion of our audience who doesn't know Miss Annie Downs,
Yes.
we would like to get to know you a little bit better.
Okay.
Okay, I'm ready.
What do you do with your life that you like doing? That, my friends.
Thursday
is
morning yoga class.
That's a
It's,
3-year counseling degree right there. What's a thing you
Right?
know about a thing?
What do I do with my life that I love doing? I live in Nashville, write books, travel and speak, podcasts.
Annie, in order to also help get to know you, I've downloaded a very helpful app that's helped me in a lot of like
this-
party situations to get to know people.
And just as a
I'm
heads up,
off of Tinder, Jesse. I'm off of Tinder.
I have before me some very, very interesting questions from a free app that they ran out of ideas with about 12 questions in. So, Annie, what's literally, it says literally, the worst superpower you could have? Remember, literally.
Oh, the worst superpower you could have.
This is not hypothetical. This is
Right.
literal.
For me personally, the worst superpower I could have, I don't want the ability to be invisible.
Why?
I don't want to hear what people are saying when I'm not there.
Hey, that's why I'm not on LinkedIn. I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to see like our staff looking for other jobs, and I don't want people. Yeah.
oh yeah, I have a coworker at IJM who just updated his bio because he was just, I don't know,
Yeah.
bored, and all of a sudden,
sent out
like
shockwaves.
it's blowing up. Like, are you you planning on leaving?
Same thing. Ignorance is bliss. I am with you, Annie Downs.
You would not
Thank
want
you,
to
bud.
be invisible. That's interesting.
Eddie, would you want to be invisible?
Yeah, you would have access to
true.
the world. You could see anything. I mean, it would be super creepy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because,
Really.
because
really.
the
creepy.
moment anybody finds out that you are able to be invisible is
Yeah.
the moment they stop trusting
Now,
you.
question: if you're invisible and somebody like dropped a bag of flour and
Yeah.
it poofed up in the air,
Yeah.
does it stick to you?
Are you visible then?
Absolutely. It is
Yes?
just, it's, oh yeah.
No.
So you have
I
a
will say
tangible
this.
thing, or are you a ghost?
No, you still have matter.
You have matter. That's
Yeah.
just clear matter.
Annie, you seem to have a real strong opinion on
I
this.
really disagree with this. I think throwing flour on an invisible person will not then make them visible. Unless it's an invisibility cloak in Harry Potter. This is two different conversations.
Unfortunately, Annie, I believe you're pretty wrong. I mean,
And I'll say this: anytime I hear like my house creak or something like that, just to be safe,
Yeah.
I go around and throw flour in every room in case there's an invisible person around. I've wasted, oh Lord, probably 75 pounds of flour in my.
You haven't had it baked good in your house in years, but you're very
Yeah.
safe.
He has a little fanny pack just full of flour, so you can just
Yeah.
kind of douse around when he walks into a new room.
and the little one with a gluten allergy is pretty much
Yeah.
in hell.
So far, I haven't found any invisible people lurking, but you can't be too safe. Okay. What is one thing you could do if you could stop time, Annie? One thing you could do if you could stop time.
Not to be confused with If I Could Turn Back Time by Cher, which we will
so
play
this is
now.
more of a Zach Morris situation.
Yes.
Saved by the Bell, where he could
Yes.
pause time.
Right.
Yeah.
He can pause time and he keeps moving and talking.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
Which
exactly.
at some point means he is going to be 20 years older than his friends.
I don't know.
Oh, the combined. Okay, Cameron, I think listen, the combined time of that, Eddie, that is a fascinating science
Because
experiment.
does his time continue?
Well, it has to because
And why
cells
did he
age.
underuse that so much? He got to so much mischief and
He's
so much trouble.
He's afraid
He
of
could've-
aging. He's afraid of aging prematurely.
He may have known what we're just discovering.
That's right.
How was he ever late to class?
Right. Well, he's saved by the bell every time.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, we could stop there.
you know what I mean?
We can stop there because that's just a freaking home run.
Right. Yeah.
And Annie, one more. What board game makes you the most frustrated?
Oh, I know this answer. Chutes and ladders. Let me tell you why. We can just
Okay.
go. Chutes and ladders, there is no skill to it. It is literally you roll the dice and you go wherever the dice says, and then you land on a chute or a ladder, and that is like hugely unfair to me.
So
I do
not
not
fair.
enjoy that
Yeah.
game 1%.
Like I'm crushing it. I'm about to win. Now I'm at the beginning. That's not fair.
Yeah.
not fair.
Yeah.
it
no
doesn't
skill.
take any brains. Do not play games that do not take brains. Quote. That's what I'm saying.
That's a really interesting point.
What about all these games that are popular now, where like pie in the face, things like that, where you just like ta 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 ta, and then you get a pie in the face?
I will be playing.
Like,
pie in the
again,
face.
it's just randomization. Is no skill, no thought involved.
Well,
Well, it's not really. Have you played Pie in the Face though? It is a thrill. Every time you click that thing,
it's Russian roulette. I mean, this
Yeah.
is
It's
they've
Russian
been doing
roulette.
this for hundreds of years.
Yeah, it's like I've always wondered when I watch Deer Hunter, like, man, what does it feel like?
oh yeah,
what
with the
does it
knife
feel
through the
like?
fingers.
Yeah, and now I'm clicking away on that little pie in the face thing, and it's tense. It is tense, and I mean, like I said, there is no strategy involved. It's just grit your teeth and hope you don't get the pie in the face. That's all.
But here's
still
the thing
fun.
with that one, you know it's random, and you know that the joke is that it's random. With Chutes and Ladders, you think, I can do this. I'm a grown up.
Yeah.
I know how to move from space to space, and then all of a sudden you're destroyed.
Right.
Okay, I have a pie in the face question because one of the children will be opening this on Christmas. I forget which one.
Per se.
Which,
What if?
Yeah. So I will be playing this game somewhere around Christmas 9 a.m.
Yeah.
What do you use for pie material?
Whipped cream.
Whipped cream, yeah.
Whipped cream. Okay.
Wait, why do we have to stop? Can't we give him multiple options? You can put anything on that little hand, can't
Actually,
you?
that's true. Well, it has to be light enough that a very cheap piece of plastic can lift it and
I see.
fling it at you.
So it couldn't be just like a lovely chocolate pie where
No,
at least I get
too
to lick
different.
some of the chocolate off of my face.
Eddie has baked 3 dozen pies in preparation for Christmas morning that he's going to put on
Just
this.
getting ready.
They're all pretty heavy. They're all they're like pecan pies with like the little things on the top. They're very dense pies.
Those little things on top are pecans. And
Eddie catches a piping hot blueberry right out of the oven. A Christmas morning scalding.
Lemon meringue was a mistake.
Oh yeah.
Acid.
Well, I
have
guess
questions for Andy?
I mean, I feel like we know almost everything there is to know
I
about
mean, that
her.
covers the essential
Right?
bases.
What are you doing for Christmas?
going back to Atlanta. That's where my family is. So I'll be there for a couple of days. And then I'm doing that thing. I think y'all probably do this too. I'm doing that thing after Christmas where like I've determined I'm going to clean out 12 different parts of my house ready for the new year. And then I'll end up like watching movies.
Yeah, no, I get that. You're not going to do that. After Christmas, you know, I have to preach after Christmas. Well, I get to preach. I'm preaching a sermon. Like doing just like a normal.
Wow,
I'm like,
Because you're that guy
Not
at
an
your church.
IJM thing.
no, at Summit.
Really?
Doing, yeah, preaching the.
So you're going back to the old stomping grounds. So the backup pastors for
this
the
is-
holiday weekends said no, and so then they called
Even the
you.
backup guy.
They're reaching deep into the bench.
They basically pulled up a D-League guy because their main rotation is out injured.
right.
They're at the end of the bench. They
That is
see him.
exactly what happened.
Put me in, coach.
And by injured, you mean tired. They're just tired.
I have no idea where this was going and why I brought it back to me. Like, how did we get in 3 sentences from what Annie's doing after Christmas to like, I'm preaching at Summit?
Well, you're at 3, aren't you? Everything's about you.
No, I'm a 4, but still everything's about me. I'm a narcissistic 4.
Oh.
This is who I am. Oh, Enneagram. Annie knows a lot. What do you know about it? It's
Love it.
weird
I'm
asking
a 7.
questions.
What are you guys? Jesse and Cameron, what are y'all?
I am a 7 with an 8 wing, and the 8 is a very hard wing. You know what I'm saying?
I was about to say it would have to be. It would have to be a real 8 wing.
It's a hard 8 wing.
Cameron, you being a 7 makes so much more sense about why you didn't text me back because the pain point got to where you just ran from it. I get it.
Exactly right.
Which is because you are, Annie? What's your
Because
number?
I also am a runner in that moment. So next time I'm just going to retext and make you engage in the pain. You're welcome, French.
Well, then I
Push
won't
the
feel
pain.
bad because I'm like, oh, hey, awesome. I missed your other one. I don't know how. And then I'll be like, hey, how are you?
Yeah.
'Cause, you know,
Yeah, that's my favorite.
I do that with my dad. My dad literally resends me the same text now, like because I won't reply to the one, and he'll just copy and paste it again the next
I
day.
reply to his text, so he's never done that to me.
I have cut off relationships because of that kind of dynamic. Because it gets so in my head, like it'll be 3 a.m. and I'm back, like I wake up freaked out about how I screwed up the relationship, and I'm just like, you know what? It is easier to never talk to this person again.
no.
Oh man, I'm not even
You
kidding.
know, the only thing I didn't respond in a timely manner. The only rational thing to do is to send a text that says, "Never talk to me again." I'm deleting you. Move on. We need to move on with our lives.
New phone
We need
Or
to
just
move on
throw
with
your
our
phone in the ocean and start over. Brand new phone, brand new life.
Who does new phone?
So what are you, Annie?
I'm a 7. Yeah.
She is
You're a
7.
7.
Yeah, that's why you guys will ultimately kill each other.
It's that Spider-Man meme where we're just pointing at each
Right.
other.
This is
Yeah,
a good
yeah.
situation where she's on TV and you're in the room. But if you're ever both in the same room,
Yeah.
we all have to clear out.
Oh, man, that's going to be like Jesse and New Tyler.
Oh, new Tyler. Well
Oh,
done,
that's
Annie.
right.
New
Good.
Tyler is
Right?
so
the
great.
battle. This is Battle Royale. Since I was not cordially invited to the Christmas party, how did it go down, Jesse?
I walked in. I was like looking over the room. He was hiding behind a-
Hey, no. Tell the real story. This is actually truly what happened. When we arrived to the dinner that night, very nice dinner, rooftop at STK.
Y'all were dressed so nicely. I did see that.
Yeah, we were dressed nice. It was a beautiful dinner. New Tyler, Jesse and I were there, and new Tyler arrived, and he walks up to Jesse and quietly said, like on his drive down, he goes, I listened to the podcast.
and I like gave him a big Christmas hug, and I whispered right in his ear, and I said, "Watch your back, kid." And then I shivved him with a fork that I had taken off the table.
But then the shiv broke because he's so strong, and it was kind of awesome.
And then he
when
put
you
me in like
whispered-
an arm bar, and I tapped out immediately. I was like, ow.
Hey, can I say something about our Christmas party Friday night?
Yeah.
This was. I still am thinking about this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't.
yeah.
Chandler wasn't there. I don't know that you even heard about this.
He had a
I don't
DJ.
think so.
Chandler didn't go to the party?
No, he had
No,
a
I was
DJ at the
working.
guest house.
That was a real bummer. Yeah.
He DJs as another job.
Yeah, on the
I was
weekend.
forced to eat his steak after I had already eaten 3.
I mean, it was one of the best
I
meals
ate
of my life.
$700
It
for
was
the steak
amazing.
that night,
Yeah.
Annie.
That's very intimidating of you, Jesse. Well done.
So we had the rooftop at STK. It was beautiful night. December in Florida is actually gorgeous, and it was just incredible. Okay,
Yeah.
so after the party, people were groups of people were doing things. We were done
Vaping.
around 9 or whatever.
Yeah.
And Calvin tells me, he goes, "Hey, for the afternoon party at the office, I actually am friends with this magician and was going to see if he could come by and do some close-up magic stuff, but it didn't work out." As I was talking to him, because he's working tonight at the Hangar Bar across the street from STK, the waterfront bar right there at the same area.
Or is he?
And so he goes, we should go over and see him. He's really great. And I was like, okay, I mean, we'll hang out, So about 7 or 8 of us, old Tyler, Jesse, me, some friends, we all went over there. And sure enough, a few minutes later, the guy comes around. He's just kind of walking around the crowd, and he sees Calvin. Oh, hey! And so he takes about 20 minutes to do some tricks for us. Yeah. He's more of a. I was thinking card tricks. He's not a card trick guy. Yeah. He's more of a mentalist.
Yeah, fork tricks. A lot of fork tricks.
So there are 3 things I'm going to tell you that he did, and I'm still thinking about all 3 of them. Okay, 1. He tells Jesse there's some forks out. He tells Jesse to pick one up, right? And it wasn't one warmer than the others.
Yeah,
Jesse?
yeah. I mean, he said, but I was feeling them all to see if one was like a trick fork. There was no trick fork, but one of them. Listen,
What would you know about trick forks?
Well, here's the thing.
How are you going to know a trick fork from a regular fork?
As you know, sometimes I'm not always not pro devil, and so I dabbled in the dark. I've dabbled in the dark arts. So I'm trying to hunt out a fork that I feel like has some darkness to it.
And your knowledge of weird stuff is unlimited, so it wouldn't surprise me if you knew a fake fork.
Annie, it's unbelievable. I've calculated roughly. I think I've done 300 shows at 2 hours a piece. I've never even hit close to the depths of what this guy knows about random
So
stuff.
carry on with your fake fork endeavor.
So either way, I'm hunting out the fake fork, and I found it was the fork that was kind of warm, but it was the most unfake fork. Like it was unbendable by my mere human hands.
So the guy wanted to show us the power of energy and connection, and through a variety of, just like kind of touch my hand, this, that, whatever. He's just holding it. He's holding the end of the fork with 2 fingers, and the other end, the prongs start to stand up on end. Okay.
Yeah.
And the metal bends. Then again, he wanted to show us power connection. And he had us rub our hands together and then touch towards him or reach out towards him. And then he holds the fork, the bent fork, upright. And it starts to tremble, and the top starts to shake and spin, and it spun around and around and around and snapped in half because the metal bent. I have the fork. It is a metal fork that spun and bent and snapped in half. That is one thing he did.
Who did he make rub hands together?
All 8 of us just kind of rub our hands together to create energy.
That's a weird part.
Okay, so then,
Well, I mean, to be fair, he wasn't really. We weren't really generating energy. What we were doing there is we were summoning demons. And
Yeah.
these
This
demons
is
came
a
and broke the
totally
fork.
pro devil party. I get it.
So then, 2 more things, and these are the trippiest ones. He says, "Who here has known each other the longest?" Jesse and I are like, "Well, us. It's been 12 years." And he goes, "Well, normally this works with married couples, but I want to show the connection that you 2 have with each other."
This got creepy.
We're sitting 3 or 4 seats down from each other. We're nowhere near each other. And he said, everybody keep your eyes open and watch me, but you two shut your eyes, close your fists, and hold them out in front of you. So Jesse and I shut our eyes, close our fists, hold them out in front of him. About 5-6 seconds later, I feel him rub my forearm 1, 2, 3 with his hand. Okay. He said, open your eyes. He looked at Jesse and he said, what did you feel? And he goes, I felt you rub my forearm with your hand.
3
and everybody
times.
screams because the guy never touched Jesse. He rubbed my forearm and was down by me, never touched Jesse, and everybody watched it happen. He said, let's see if it, okay, let's do this again.
I didn't believe everybody. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, because I had my eyes
Really?
closed. I'm like, no, he touched me.
So then let's do this again.
What?
When Jesse and I shut our eyes, open our hands.
I am not
and
okay
then
with this.
And then he said,
is
and whatever.
demonic.
And I feel fabric or a feather rub my nose a few times. And he says, open your eyes. And he looks at me and he said, what did you feel? And I said, what I just said. And everybody shrieks. He went over to Jesse and picked up Jesse's tie and rubbed Jesse's nose with his tie. And
Yeah.
I felt it. And I'm 10 feet away.
I don't like
Yeah.
any of this.
What
Then,
in the world?
okay, then
David Blaine
Then
is at
he
Downtown
says, does
Disney.
anybody have a quarter or a coin? And Morgan was there and she said, yeah, I have one in my purse. And he said, okay, well, you take it out. And he said, I want you, and she takes out her quarter and he holds it in her hand and he's like, here's a Sharpie. I want you to mark it. Mark your initials, do something so we know this is your quarter. And so she did. And he said, well, you hand it to him. And he pointed to me. And so he said, I want you to take this quarter in your hand and make a fist around it. And he's like, and then did he have everybody touch my hand?
Yeah. Everyone grabbed
So he's like,
your
I want to
hand.
show you the power of connection and what can happen. And
Did
the
you
heat
weep
and
when
the
everybody
energy.
touched your hand? Because that's what we're all just
so
longing
people, like,
for.
touch my
He
hand.
started screaming in Latin in like 6 different men's voices.
No, listen.
It was weird. It was
Listen.
weird.
So I have this quarter in the palm of my hand and I make a fist around it and I hold my fist upside down.
I don't even like this.
And people touch my hand with their finger, okay? And then he says to me, do you feel the coin getting warmer? Because he's nowhere near us. He's standing a few feet away talking to us.
And are your eyes open? Sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm watching it. And he said, do you feel your...
And you're wearing pants.
Yes. And he said, do you feel the coin getting warmer? I said, yeah, I do. He goes, squeeze the quarter for me. And I squeezed it. And he goes, did it bend? And I go, yeah. And I flip my hand over and open my hand, and the quarter looked like a taco. It bent in half. It just curled up in my hand. And then it, sure enough, had Morgan's writing on it, and it was her quarter, and it was a normal quarter. And my hand squeezed it and bent the quarter after it got
So this
hot.
whole story is you wanting us to know how strong you are.
Yeah.
No, it was the
Also-
craziest thing.
Also,
And we have it. I still have the quarter.
That's a federal crime,
That's
my friend.
insane. Oh my gosh.
You're not
you broke
allowed
the
to
law.
mess up money.
Isn't that
Yeah,
crazy?
the weird thing is, I will say you guys can check out the quarter, but if you do, you'll have pretty bad nightmares. Like, there's something, I will say this: there's something very evil about.
It's
that
like touching,
quarter.
dude.
Okay, Jesse, what did you think when you saw it happen?
How can you possibly? Yeah. What did you think, Jesse? And is there any do you have any inkling of how
Jesse and I have been
possibly-
thinking and talking about this for 5 days now.
Yeah, I mean, I've been thinking about it nonstop. I've been thinking about it from every angle. The only thing I was telling Dana, my wife, I was saying like the only reason she was like, "Man, that's creepy. That could be like some dark spiritual stuff." I'm like, the only reason I think it is like, let's say that you are like a real life sorcerer, right? That you've made a pact with the dark side and have superpowers, like awesome evil superpowers, right?
The best.
Is the payoff that you're doing coin tricks at a booth at a restaurant that looks like a broke down airplane from the Indiana Jones movies at 2:00 in the morning on Saturday night? I feel like if you have those evil powers,
Yeah.
you're gonna be doing something way cooler. So I'm convinced
You're a lot
he's just
wealthier
a
than that
genius.
if you have
Yeah.
all those evil powers.
Yeah, you can make your own money at that point.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Exactly.
and bend it
Exactly.
at your
I feel
leisure.
like I would have got ripped off by the devil in that one. If I would have sold my soul for evil powers, that's the best gig I
The
can
cynic
get.
in me, if it wouldn't have been me and Jesse having experienced the what
It
did you
would've been
feel
a plan.
thing,
Yeah.
I would have thought he grabbed a couple of our friends at the hallway to the bathroom and just said, hey, by the way, I'm going to do this, right?
Yeah.
I would have thought that he would have put a fake quarter in Morgan's purse. I would have thought, I saw it all with my own eyes, and this guy didn't touch stuff. Like, he
Yeah.
just told us what to do.
And his sleeves were rolled up too.
Yeah. It was the craziest thing, and I can't stop thinking about
Have y'all not Googled this to see how to do it yet? Because isn't every magic trick discoverable on the internet at this point?
Yeah, and I kind of don't want to ruin it. You know what I mean?
Okay. I won't either.
Well, the one thing that kind of clued me off to the solution a little bit is I went, I was going to use the restroom at some point. And I walked into like a back room by mistake, and I saw him back there with all these candles and a Ouija board. And I was like, I think I know. I think I got this one. I understand.
And having people rub their hands together. There was a lot of Christmas connection going on at that magic show.
It was really evil.
Wow. Yeah. So anyway, we had this wonderful, incredible Christmas party, all these fun memories, and all of those were completely erased because of what happened afterwards.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Quarter taco.
Whatever party, whatever.
I don't even remember what happened before 10
New
p.m.
Tyler, everything. You know what's crazy?
That taco's going to be on the cover of Relevant in the next
Quarter taco.
issue.
And it'll be like, the devil is real. That's the headline. And the bent quarter will blow.
We were wrong.
Pro devil. We're now pro devil.
Yeah.
Pro devil.
We've switched sides. We're pro devil now.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, we have a great show in store for you, despite this unusual beginning.
Hold on, I'm scratching my arm right now.
Yeah.
Chandler, do you feel that?
I was wondering what
Do
that
you feel
was.
that on your left arm? I was like, Chandler and I are very close. Very, very close.
Coming up on the show later, we have Bryan and Katie Torwalt joining us, worship leaders. They have an incredible new album out, but we're not going to talk about the new album.
No.
They are going to tell us their top 5 Christmas songs of all time, and we're going to tell them why they're wrong. No, I mean, they're going to defend. They're going to tell us. They're going to tell us why these are the top 5. Their top 5 Christmas songs of all time.
Did they pick
Are we
one?
going to use words or are we just going to boo?
Yeah, we're going to boo, and I'm going to use dark powers to let them know how much I disapprove. It's going to get pretty equal.
You guys, I just saw them doing a Christmas concert last week, and they are so good.
It's
Are
crazy.
they awesome?
Yeah, they really are.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
They're
nice.
part of the Bethel and Jesus culture scene out there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, they were opening for Johnny Swim's Christmas show.
Sweet.
They're very not pro devil. I will say that.
No,
They are the opposite.
they're regretting the decision to be on the show.
Now that they're
But
listening.
can they bend a quarter? That is what I'm going to ask everyone.
Do you know how many incredible Christian artists have got in arguments with their managers after appearing on the show? Like, how did you book this? How did this get booked? They spent a lot of time talking about the dark arts, and then they had us come on. But
We have a brand. Also coming up later, Old Tyler joins us, and we are going to take you guys kind of behind the scenes on the new issue of Relevant. Russell Brand is on the cover, and he had an unbelievable conversation with us about his addiction and then sobriety and how the message of Jesus changed his life. And basically, Russell Brand talks to us about Jesus for 10 pages, and it's unbelievable.
That's rad.
Chandler, did you feel that?
Yeah, I was wondering what that
Weird.
Hey, moving the show along, it's time for our weekly look back at what happened this week in culture and entertainment. It's time for
In case you missed it.
Hey, in case you missed it, news broke this week that The Office might return for the 2018-2019 season.
What?
Yep. The news comes in the wake of the recent success of NBC's reboot of Will and Grace. The show would come back without Steve Carell and would feature some old and new cast members. It continued to be said at Dunder Mifflin, Scranton, but a search to find a new star and a new regional manager, presumably, is underway.
I mean, in theory,
Yeah.
we liked The Office, so it'd be nice to watch.
But did we like the last 2 seasons?
Well, this is.
I know. That's
This is
the thing.
Jesse's. Yeah.
Is that
Jesse will only watch if Jim refuses to be on it.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, my thing is I rewatch The Office all the time, but I always stop when Michael leaves because it just got terrible. They
Yeah,
brought in
I
characters that were just preposterous, like Robert California and Nellie, like characters that were no longer based in reality. They were like Simpsons characters plopped into the Office world. They did The Office at its prime.
Nellie's probably the worst of that. You're right.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
Nellie, I don't remember Nellie.
Nellie
I don't
tried to
either.
take the job of Michael's job and did, and she wasn't. She was that British lady.
Oh, yeah.
That was a terrible arc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
The
But
thing
did
is,
y'all like Will and Grace? Because I think what I loved about the Will and Grace reboot was it was all the original people.
Yeah, that's right.
yeah.
No, I didn't. I've never seen Will
And
Grace.
they did a great job of in the very first episode, kind of going, "Oh, by the way the show wrapped up, none of that stuck," and then just kind of went back to where they were.
Yeah,
you know?
that's awesome.
Yeah, they did exactly what we needed them to do for us to go. Yeah, you're right. Let's go.
Yeah, we're
let's
fine.
get on this.
We
ride.
just want to have fun. Yeah. Hey, in case you missed it, this week it was announced John Legend is going to star as Jesus in NBC's upcoming Jesus Christ Superstar event.
Interesting.
The live TV version of the Andrew Lloyd Webber classic musical will air on Easter Sunday. What's interesting is this will give John Legend the opportunity to land an Emmy Award, which would be the final jewel in his nearly completed EGOT crown, Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony.
He's the new Tracy Jordan.
Yeah. The chairman of NBC Entertainment called the casting groundbreaking, as the traditional image of Christ will be seen in a new way.
John Legend is magic. I love his voice. I think
Is he not one of like just the coolest dudes in pop culture? Like, I feel like there's no dude that you're like, dude, John Legend is just cool. He's just a cool guy. You know
he was a worship leader in Chicago?
Yeah.
No.
That's how he got his start in music. He was a worship leader in Chicago, and then Kanye found him. And then he turned into John Legend.
Classic Kanye.
Yeah.
Is that not his real name?
No, I think it's his real name. But I'm just saying Kanye discovered him like in the Chicago church scene.
Yeah.
And that's how he kind of...
and became...
And it became...
Wow.
When you say became John Legend, I started to really dream about what his other last name could have been.
Ricky.
Like, what makes you pick Legend as your last name? You must know you're going after all those awards if you're going to pick Legend as your last
Ricky
name.
Palmer.
Yeah.
Ricky Palmer.
Yeah.
That's his
Bill
name.
Davidson.
Bill Davidson.
John probably won't be remembered. Nope, John Legend.
Yeah.
That is... have any of you ever played Jesus in a musical or anything? Anyone?
Have you?
No,
Salty.
Eddie,
I
let's
was
hear.
salty.
You were
I
salty?
was Rhythm, his son.
Oh, and I'll count you both in. 2, 1. Bum, ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-ba-bum.
And which one, Cameron? Which? Because ours was the one where it was I was Little Salty. That was the baseball player.
Oh, I don't remember. It was just one of those sequels where he had a litter of children.
Yeah, sure.
I don't remember which one
They
it
had
was.
children?
Which raises so many questions, doesn't it? But we don't have time. But
Yeah, I played Jesus one time.
Did you really?
Yeah, if we're talking about
I knew that
I guess
had to be the end of the
yeah,
story.
Of course, that's
Yeah,
why.
okay.
Bringing it back
Let's
to me. Oh yeah, just Godspell, no big deal. Maybe you guys saw it. It was 10th grade at my. I was in 10th grade. It was at my church growing up.
special cummerbund for that show.
You know what? That is hurtful, and I don't like that you listen to the old shows. I'd like to just move forward with new business.
Hey,
Do
in case
you
missed
still
it,
have a Godspell poster in your room from your performance? And you
Is your
think
name
about
on
it
the
every
poster?
night? Yeah.
And is my name on the poster? No, I don't have a poster, but I was terrible in it. I would say it was the first time I realized you can't act. Because I could sing the songs, because we've all heard it.
I actually really don't know what they sound like.
Yeah.
How does one of the songs
You're gonna do
go?
like all of them, or
Just-
I'll
just-
get a guitar.
just a big
I'll
one.
get a band. Day by
Just
day.
a medley.
Oh dear Lord, these things I pray. You've never heard that song?
No.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess maybe it's not as cool as I thought.
Is that the song? Is that the song at the end of 40-Year-Old Virgin?
I don't know, but it is the lyrics to when Meet the Parents. Remember when he's sitting down and doing the awkward prayer because he's never prayed?
Yeah.
He's praying the words of
Day
by day from
day,
Godspell.
by
Day by day.
Day by day by day.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh dear
Hey-
Lord, these things I pray. That's Godspell.
Eddie, so you realize you couldn't act, so you're more of like the double threat. You're more song and dance man.
Yeah.
But the acting,
Yeah.
And modeling. Don't forget the modeling.
Acting was unbelievable because it was like when they said you just have to say the lines. Just think about the moment and say the lines. I was shocked.
Like,
I was
in a
here are
sa-
words.
is
Where
there
do
a
my hands
sad
go?
scene?
Why are my hands in
Like
the
in
air?
a sad
What
scene,
do I
did you
do?
think about like your cat dying and something?
No, I had no. I didn't.
Cameron,
like a
I totally
method
thought you
actor.
said
Yeah.
in the sassy scenes.
Yeah.
I was like,
The
right,
very
tell us
sassy
about the
Jesus
sassy
scenes.
scenes.
So if you were
1,
directing
2,
little Eddie
pot of
Koffoltz in a
beret.
play and you were trying to get him motivated and really capture the moment of a sassy scene,
Yeah.
what would you tell him to tap into?
I would say put on Cats, grab your dad's CD number 2 of Cats, turn on old Deuteronomy, and pretend mom's not home and just see what happens.
dance like nobody's watching.
And let's just explore the dining room area
Explore the space.
Yeah.
Just explore the space.
because you can step all change and you need to own that.
Oh my
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
I
and,
am sweating right now.
I too.
In case you missed it, this week, Chance the Rapper released another Christmas album. It's called Merry Christmas, Lil Mama. And now I guess it's going to be an annual collaboration between him and Southside native Jeremiah. This year's entry features 9 new songs, a piano rendition of Stranger at the Table, and guest appearances from the likes of Hannibal Buress, Carman, and Master of None's Lena Waithe. Here's a clip of Down With That.
It's
it's snowing down. Ain't no fireplace burning on this side of town. Don't throw salt on them. Angels on the ground. Do a little window shopping later on downtown.
Is you down with that?
I'm not allowed to listen to this album because it's only explicit lyrics. Oh, so my iTunes won't let me hear it.
There are explicit lyrics in it?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's Chance.
Why would you do a Christmas with explicit lyrics?
It's Chance. Why does he have a gospel album
Come
with
over to my
explicit
house.
lyrics? It's just Chance. You know, that's what he does.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And he doesn't release a clean version of his stuff because he puts the lyrics in there intentionally. And he,
The art is the art.
Right.
I get that.
Which is an interesting dynamic between explicit and profane.
Yeah.
A lot of music
Yeah.
has just profanity. He actually has explicit lyrics more intentionally. I'm not justifying them. I'm just saying that's his rationale from what I can tell.
Annie, are you going to release a clean version of 100 Days to Brave, or are you going to keep it pretty filthy?
Nope.
You
It's
should.
explicit. It's not profane. It's different.
Yeah, it gets really filthy. At one point, you wonder if she had anything to say. Available at Barnes & Noble and Target. 100 Days to Brave.
Hey, in case you missed it, this is a big deal in the
This is
Christian
my
world.
favorite story of the week, by the way, Cameron. You're about to read.
Congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Carman.
Yes.
The legendary
I love this story.
61-year-old CCM star and now life coach is no longer single. Carman took to Facebook in an extremely Carman-style post to announce he had just gotten married. He wrote, "It's been a long time coming, but Uncle Carm, the proverbial bachelor, bit the dust tonight when I married the new Dana Licciardello in Dallas, Texas."
I need him to never call himself Uncle Carm to me again.
Yeah.
Right.
Carman also said he's now 100% cancer-free after being diagnosed with incurable cancer 4 years ago. That's incredible.
That's great.
yeah.
Well, now you've left us with not a lot to work with, Cameron.
Hey, let's get Eddie. What do you think? What do you think of his announcement? Because this is like it's like he wrote his own when you read like the newlywed stuff in the newspaper. It says it's been a long time coming, and I love it because he talks about himself in the third person. Which if I ever were to meet Carman, I would expect nothing less.
Can I just say I am verbatim, word for word, going to use this post to announce one day when I get married.
Yeah.
It's been a long time coming, but Uncle Cam, the proverbial bachelor, bit the dust tonight.
No.
No?
No,
That would be
you can't.
That would be a great Uncle Cam. The moment you describe yourself as uncle and someone hasn't, like when my nieces call me Uncle Eddie, well, that's sweet. The moment I call myself Uncle anything, it's just like stranger danger, right? Like,
I feel like if you call yourself Uncle and shorten your first name, right? So Uncle Cam, Uncle Ed, Uncle Jess, I feel like you end up on a watch list immediately.
Immediately,
that guy's
you're
up
right.
to no good.
whether
He's
it
a
be
creepo.
FBI, I mean, it's just like you're just not a good person anymore.
And the whole Uncle Carm bit the dust. That all just feels very
Well,
Carman to me.
considering the last update we got from him was that he had incurable cancer. The next post saying tonight he bit the dust is kind of sad.
Yeah, it is.
Well,
kinda-
isn't it a hat tip to his classic song, Satan Bite the Dust?
Oh.
or his, there was one on
You know,
update in
if I
between.
was him, I would have woven in the champion.
Oh, yeah.
I would have woven in Riot somehow.
What do you think about the outfit he chose to wear at his own wedding? A pretty deep plunging silk shirt. It was.
Yeah, which was not a riddle to me. I expected that exactly.
I when I lived in
He's got a beautiful
Nashville
body.
from 2000 2002, I remember you knew you were in a good restaurant.
Yeah.
A good restaurant near Music Row if you saw Carman on a date, which I did many times.
Really?
Oh, he was a bachelor about town. He would have the most beautiful women on his arm. And you know you're in a fancy restaurant. You knew you're in a fancy restaurant if Carman took a girl on a date there.
I have a lot of confidence that Carman has never owned an undershirt. And I'm pretty sure as soon as he buys a dress shirt, he cuts off the top 3 buttons. That's his first move.
So can we talk about my other favorite part of this announcement?
Yes.
Is that he didn't mention the life coaching in the announcement itself.
Thank you.
Well, but somebody says some comment like congratulations or whatever and asks like a vague question, at which point he then does a pretty solid pitch for his life coaching.
Did you see it? You're saying he did this?
Yes. I'm saying the actual post, you like a couple down, all of a sudden it's like Carman life coaching. Would love to talk to you more about how to change your whatever.
It's kind of like the Mormon church. They have the secret ceremonies and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not sure what happens in the temple.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Yeah.
Carman's life coaching headquarters.
Hey, I have a relevant TV idea. We're always trying to cook up new videos, and maybe we'll wait till Nathan gets back and I do a formal pitch. But I'm just going to throw it out there to you guys.
Yeah.
This is a reality show that we produce that follows Chandler as he's being life coached over the course of 6 weeks by Carman.
I got to tell you,
It's like we meet both of them day one. You know, Carman gets Chandler to talk about all his life goals, and we follow them for 6 weeks, reality show style. I would watch the heck out of that show.
Listen, if you don't think we could get enough people to put the GoFundMe money toward that, you don't even know your audience. Those people, we will pay for that.
I will give my entire 2018 tithe to that effort.
Would everyone not watch that though? If it was Chandler life coach,
That would literally be the one thing that my parents would want the most.
They would love it.
You know, they
get a
would
makeover, start dressing well.
Oh my goodness!
Hang out with
This would be the answer to all of their prayers. That
at the
Chandler
end of the
finally
6 weeks, Chandler not only is he have a new outlook on life, he like walks into the studio.
Yeah.
He's spray tanned, his hair is slicked back, and he's wearing a dress shirt that is plunging almost to his belly button.
He's just a beautiful model on his arm. She's with him everywhere from now on.
He's put on 15 pounds of muscle.
And is referring to himself as Uncle Chan Chan.
He is.
He is Uncle Chan.
6 weeks to
true
change
statement.
your life, Chandler. I want to see this.
Oh my God! Seriously, I'm going to mention it on Christmas. My parents will pay for it. We don't need to do a GoFundMe.
Listen. Hey, when I say that we're legitimately workshopping relevant TV ideas, I'm saying that truthfully, and this could be the hit, people.
Jesse, do you know the 6 weeks thing? Is that a stat or is that a fact? Or
No,
are you
I
just
just
thinking
think that
it's
would be
out there.
a perfect amount of time to really get him to change his ways.
I just need to say something out loud right now. Is that sometimes when we're playing around on the podcast, it's like, we're just doing a bit funny thing.
Yeah.
This needs to get out of that realm and into a thing that happens.
This would be better than the new Office.
This would be better than anything ever. Would be to watch Chandler walk in,
Get life coached by
with
Carman.
his just like very kind, gentle hello.
Yeah. Carman wouldn't know what to do with him. Carman's never met a guy like Chandler.
Yeah,
he wouldn't know. Just
This is it's Carman's greatest challenge today. This is a man who he's boxed. He has won a gunfight with the devil at an old Western trio, and he's beat incurable cancer. Now Carman must face his greatest challenge yet. Chandler, hey, what's up, Carman?
I mean, by March, Carmen's life coaching skills are going to be a sponsor of the podcast. I'm calling it.
100%.
And sweet, I just cannot imagine how they would even. They're like aliens to each other.
That's what I'm saying. He wouldn't even know what to do.
He's like,
Can you picture the trailer for this show already? Like it's Chandler, like he's bunking up at Carmen's,
just
Nashville
palatial
mansion.
like
There's montages of them like
estate.
boxing. Yeah.
Wait, this is like his life coaching is like a move in with him kind of thing.
And for the reality show, Chandler, you have to move into it.
For the reality show. Okay.
Yeah, but
So
if you
this is
refer to
like an intensive is what we're putting y'all through.
Oh my goodness.
Why do you wear a Supreme hat every day? And just Chandler's like, my girlfriend bought it for me online.
You know who really gets the bad end of this deal? It's like, hey Nathan, listen, man, we got this great idea for this new relevant TV show, but here's the thing: you got to move in with Chandler and Carman for 6 weeks to film it.
Yeah.
So I mean, you gotta actually live there.
Yeah.
We want to catch it all around the clock. So
Chandler, I'm
pack your
going to
bags.
stand by that you're the one who has the worst part of this gig.
Gotta grin and bear it sometimes.
I love the fact that the way this is promoted is that Jesse said he's like the man has battled demons in a Western saloon. He has beat incurable cancer, and now he faces his toughest challenge yet. Chandler.
And then it just cuts to Chandler. He's like, "Hey, are your levels okay?"
It cuts to Chandler like walking around the outside of his mansion playing Pokemon Go. And Carmen's on a balcony with his hands on his hip, just shaking my head. He goes, "My God, what have I gotten myself into this time?"
Hey Carmen, did you know your fountain is actually an arena?
I made your fountain a Poke Gym.
Yeah, this is a big old Pokestop.
And then it's just Carman.
Yeah,
He
cool.
puts his hand on his forehead like, I don't think I can do this. I'm in too deep.
But then we have video of him in like a confessional literally saying, I don't think I can do this.
Yeah. And then Chandler's just like, hey, I'm gonna dip out and grab a coffee. You want?
Yeah. Carmen's got these two like heavyweight boxing bags, and him and like 3 weeks in, him and Chandler are just punching them in unison. It's they're doing like choreography. It's
Carmen's just yelling, say it, and Chandler's just champion. Make America great again. I'll say it.
Chandler's wearing like a gray hoodie, like cut off at the midriff, like running up a hill, and he like gets halfway up the hill. He's like, I can't do it. I can't. Carmen's like, you can. And they just pick up and run to the top of the hill and start dancing together.
Yeah.
I want to see this show.
I do.
I do too. Tanned up spray tans. I'm about all of this.
Yeah, they both walk into a tanning salon together.
Hey, Carmen.
They do not. Carmen has tanning salon in his home. They don't have to go anywhere.
That's what the
absolutely.
West Wing is. I mean, it's down there.
Yeah.
It's the spray tans, and
Yeah.
he has a salon and the whole thing.
Week 4, he takes you to his tailor to get a deep plunging collection of white dress shirts.
Yeah, you don't buy those off the rack.
Yeah.
Those
No.
are all
That's
custom.
it. That takes specialty.
No, it's the Uncle Carm collection.
Oh.
Oh man.
Now available at Men's Warehouse.
We this is greenlit.
Yeah.
It needs to happen.
Yeah. Well, if Nathan will agree to move in, that's the only.
He will have to, or he will be fired, and we'll find someone that will have to.
Yeah.
Nathan is not bigger
it's
than this idea.
non-negotiable. It is non-negotiable. In your contract, it says if the opportunity ever presents itself, you have to spend 6 weeks in Carmen's mansion. That's part of the deal. He knew that when he signed up.
Yeah.
Hey, in case you missed it, Diddy wants to buy the Carolina Panthers football team and then sign Colin Kaepernick. This weekend, some shocking news came out of the NFL when the Panthers owner, Jerry Richardson, announced that he would be putting the team up for sale.
Yeah.
The news came after a report in Sports Illustrated that found that the 81-year-old has faced numerous accusations of workplace misconduct, including sexual harassment and using racial slurs. Following the news, hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs, took to social media to tell fans that he is interested in buying the team. He added, I'll immediately address the Colin Kaepernick situation and put him in the running for next year's starting quarterback. It's just competition, baby. It's just competition. Then Steph Curry replied. He's like, I'm in. I don't know if you saw
That was fascinating to me.
Yeah, because Steph Curry adds a level of Diddy just says wild things all the time, but Steph Curry does not. He's like measured and thoughtful.
Yeah, and he's a huge Panthers fan because he grew up in Carolina because his dad played for the Hornets and stuff. And then Diddy said on Twitter, there are no majority African-American NFL owners. Let's make history. So I don't know why he's going to Twitter, like what he's advocating
He's crowdsourcing. I thought it was fascinating.
Crowdsourcing. So he's not, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of the kind of new way of leading.
Making stuff happen.
Yeah.
I think it'd be awesome.
It would be a show.
It's feasible, right? I
Yeah.
mean, they've
Well, I
got
mean,
the
the
money,
guys-
they've got the leadership.
Well, he's worth about $800 million because of Ciroc vodka and Bad Boy Records and stuff like that.
Yeah, he was the highest paid entertainer last year or something. Like,
Really?
Yeah, it was
because of vodka.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
But I mean, a net worth of $800 million really isn't enough to buy a $2 billion NFL team.
Right.
So
Yeah.
he'd have to get some, other money.
But he could still be the majority owner.
Yeah.
Hypothetically.
I mean, like Steph Curry could probably figure out
Well, Steph
couple
Curry just
thousand.
signed a $250 million contract, so
yeah.
Wowie zowie.
they're doing all
That's
right.
so crazy.
Wow.
Hey, lastly, in case you missed it, Kendrick, Frank Ocean, and NERD collaborated on a new song about the police shooting of Keith Scott this week. NERD is preparing to release their first album in 7 years called No One Ever Really Dies, which is NERD. Get it? No One Ever Really Dies.
Oh, I see.
And they're not shying away from difficult topics. Their first single is called Don't Do It, and it features Kendrick and Frank Ocean and addresses police brutality, specifically in the case of Keith Scott, who was killed by Charlotte police last year. The song also references police shootings and violence around the country, including in Ferguson, Baltimore, Tulsa, Baton Rouge, and other cities. Here's the clip.
They tell you pull over, tell you get out the car. Don't do it. 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 They wanna see your hands, tell you hold up your arms. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
There you go. That'll do it for In Case You Missed It. Stay tuned. Up next, Slices.
I got no rules, I count 'em.
listening to Dua Lipa. The song is New Rules. At the beginning of the podcast, you heard Beck with No Distraction.
It's so hot right now.
So hot right now, that Beck. I don't know if you've heard of him. He's a new hot artist. that Beck, brand new artist. Beck was big when I lived in Nashville and used to see Carman around town.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Carman has never heard the word Beck in his life.
He doesn't
Literally,
need to.
he wouldn't know what it is. Is it a man? Is it an animal? Is it a product? What
Beck's
is a Beck?
haircuts traditionally bother me, by the way.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'd know one of his haircuts, but are they...
They're blonde and kind of frumpy.
That's good. That's it. Yeah, they're just not. It just feels like he got up halfway through every time.
Halfway through.
used a Flowbee.
No. They're not that tight. No.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Thank you, Cameron.
It's just a mess.
Like he
it's just a mess on his
started-
head.
He started styling his hair and then just got kind of bored and just walked out of the house.
Yeah,
Basically,
that's
what
right.
It just got itchy around the collar, and he just pulled the thing off, and he's like, I'm done. I can't do this.
Well, this week's Slices segment is brought to you by Kiva. This holiday season, give a gift that lights up around the world. A Kiva card gives your loved ones the chance to back the dreams of refugees, small business owners, students, and those needing a chance on kiva.org, the world's largest crowdfunding platform for social good. The best part is that on Kiva, you give a loan, not a donation. So as your friends and family get repaid, they can continue to recycle the Kiva card credit to fund more individuals. In small $25 increments, Kiva's growing global community of 1.6 million lenders have crowdfunded over $1 billion in loans with a 97% repayment rate. It's a proof of a compelling mission and sustainable model. You may have heard the phrase, if you teach a man to fish, you can feed him for a lifetime. Well, Kiva's borrowers already know how to fish. They just need a little money to buy a net. Join in the movement and give the gift of opportunity today at kiva.org/relevant. That's kiva.org/relevant.
Carman has actually said if you teach a man to sing rap, you can feed him forever. So
If you teach a man to V-neck.
yeah.
You give a man a collection of V-necks, some sing rap lyrics, and 4 dozen cans of Fidel Sassoon hairspray, and he's got himself a career.
Is this the first time y'all have ever said Vidal Sassoon on the podcast?
Hey, can I just say something about Kiva, though, real quick?
Yeah.
For real,
Yeah.
though. This show comes out on Friday.
That's right.
FYI, in case people are, I think I put an extra I in, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Christmas is Monday, and
Yeah.
it's just too late to do. Nobody wants whatever you can get at this point.
Yeah,
So
Walgreens is not an option.
No, don't go to
Yeah.
Walmart or Target.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
Kiva.
Yeah,
Because people will be
kiva.org/relevant.
general. Like, I would just love to get a Kiva gift card and be able to like spend Christmas morning.
Finding somebody to fund.
Yeah. And you're like, well, that's what I did on Christmas.
You know
that
what's
matters.
What's cool when you get into the social justice kind of micro lending world, you
Yes.
find out that behind the scenes, a lot of these organizations work together.
Yes.
And we've done a lot of stuff with World Vision over the years, and micro lending is specifically, which is what Kiva does. And I come to find out, Kiva and World Vision work together.
Yes.
So Kiva will fund World Vision projects that World Vision, is like working in a country, and Kiva funding will go through World Vision to the field, and vice versa.
Right.
Like World Vision funding for microlending will go through Kiva. I love learning about that stuff where organizations are working together for greater impact.
Because it's all connected, right? Water
Right.
and cellular service and like eradication of disease and all these things work together to begin to build solid foundations. So
That's right.
Go Kiva.
Go Kiva. Okay, well, it's time for Slices. What do you have, Jesse?
All right. I love year-end stuff. I love like hearing about, sort of these aggregated, interesting list of reflections on the past year. Annie, I want to ask you, what is the best movie that you saw in 2017? Just out of curiosity.
Lady Bird.
Lady Bird. That is
Solid
a good choice because
100%.
because Rotten Tomatoes recently released their list of the top 10 best ranked movies of the year. 2 of them got a 99. That was the highest. So 2 of them got a 99. And one of them was Lady Bird. The other one was also a relatively small budget movie. So anyone guess which movie tied Lady Bird as the only other movie this year to get a 99 on Rotten Tomatoes?
The Big Sick.
No, Star Wars?
Close. Cameron, guess?
Oh,
I would go with The Big Sick.
what about Get Out or Get Out? Or the
that
I can't watch it because it's scary, but
Oh,
that movie.
yeah.
Yeah, Get Out. The Yeah,
Aren't you ready?
it's a metaphor for
You said
racial
metaphor.
tension and racial injustice.
You said FYI.
Get Out and Lady Bird.
Yeah, serious.
I know. I just trying to shift attention away from my egregious error of that extra I.
I was about to say, you do not try to shift attention away from yourself, Eddie. Don't even play.
Chandler and Carman, right?
Get Out and Lady Bird, both movies with, like I said, relatively small budgets, both got a 99% on Rotten Tomato this year. And Kevin, you're right. Right behind it at 98 was The Big Sick, which was another relatively, I feel like, small movie.
That was Annie. I was just confirming I agreed with Annie. That was Annie, though.
Yeah, Annie, the Big Six. Yeah, it was right behind it with 98. What's interesting is like other movies that were big blockbusters like Dunkirk, Wonder Woman, Logan also did well, but they were like 92, 93%. The new Star Wars was 93%. Even Coco, which was like the big Pixar movie that cost like all these movies are a few $100 million movies. That got a 97, but they both fell behind Get Out, Lady Bird, and Big Sick. So an interesting year for movies where ones that don't really have that big of a budget really cashed in on the tomato meter. Those beat out, like I said, even Thor Ragnarok, which was on the list. These are huge movies that indie filmmakers, Greta Gerwig, Jordan Peele, are making a big impact. That shows you don't need a big budget to really draw big audiences this year.
And they brought up, important social issues and stuff like that too. So I mean, it's cool to see that.
And they're just good storytelling.
Right.
In the end, all those are really good stories.
That's right.
Lady Bird was exceptional because I just felt like every character's psychology was airtight. Even the stuff they didn't explain, like the way the mom played the adult, like an adult child of an alcoholic, because you find out just briefly that her mother was an alcoholic, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, that's
Hence the control.
But they never explain it, and they never like do a lot of work. It's just perfect. Like every character is exactly like, but they do it without like giving it away. I could not believe that movie. It's the first time in a long time. Like I had to like lean back because I was crying.
Really?
I could not pull it together during that movie. It was overwhelming.
Kind of like Legally Blonde 2.
Legally Blonde 2, when she does her resume on smelly paper,
my gosh,
you're just
really
like,
impacting.
you know,
This is her. It's airtight.
You know
It's
the
just-
world.
Yeah.
Speed
This
2
is
Cruise
real.
Control.
Legally Blonde.
Eddie, what got you crying? When did you start crying?
You want to know? It was weird.
I do. That's why I asked.
Okay. Interesting. The student has become the
I
teacher.
love you. That's really why I asked.
That was my like
Hey,
little
Eddie,
peek
can
at
I be on
insecurity.
record?
Like,
I don't
you really
really
want to
care.
hear from me? And
Jesse, plug your ears.
It was a weird scene, but it was when she graduates and then they cut to where they have dinner, and they're at the Mexican restaurant.
Yeah.
There was something about the fact that like this was such a huge special day, but they were still at this kind of junky restaurant and there wasn't a lot of food on the table.
Yeah.
And they're like, it was still like they were doing their best to celebrate, but they still didn't have what they needed to be able to like. It was like there are a lot of really beautiful, sad scenes, but that scene, like, and the way they all interacted as a family, it was too perfect.
Was it like your household growing up?
My child arrived just the other day. Cats in the Cradle. That's what I was singing. No, it wasn't like my household growing up.
Well, I mean, your dad has the
my
jar
parents
of
ate Mexican
hair.
food.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Eddie, you know what's the difference between you and I is when I saw
Not
that scene, I
souls.
was just thinking, man, I really want Mexican food right now. I am starving. but the other cool thing is like the diversity at the top of the list. Kumail Nanjiani for The Big Sick, Jordan Peele and Greta Gerwig. It's a diverse year and also one that these are basically like indie films that dominated. And they're not like the, some years there's like indie films that are like a weird foreign film that's like technically really great, but it's like I'm only gonna watch this once out of obligation, never want to see it again. These were watchable, fun movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and speaking of the diversity thing, after a couple years ago, the hashtag Oscars so white. It's awesome to see that that's maybe being addressed, not just with the indie films, but Star Wars and so many other of the major franchises having a little more gender and racial diversity. Yeah. Wonder Woman and whatnot. Yeah. That's good to see too.
Yeah.
Chandler, just as a quick FYI, when you're at the Carman house, you may want to watch the Academy Awards, but you'll be watching a replay of the 84 Dove Awards. So, I'm sorry.
Which was the heyday.
84 to
Yeah,
94, I thought.
84 to
Yeah,
94 Dove
He had a
Awards.
clean sweep. He literally won in every category. It's never been done again. In any award.
Pop, worship. Yeah, all of it.
Now, this is how you do an acceptance speech. Watch this. And then you watch him give his acceptance speech.
All right, what do you have, Eddie?
Best rap album of 1986. Okay, real quick one. So it's a quick story, but I really am curious what you would do if you were in the same position. So this is out of Scotland, Connecticut. Curveball. Residents of the rural town.
Because if you had just said Scotland.
I would have thought you were talking about the real Scotland.
Yeah.
This is Scotland.
Not fake Scotland.
No, this
I
is
think the people in Scotland, Connecticut would say this is also the real Scotland.
Well,
Would be my
and
guess.
now it kind of is. Good podcast transition, fellow podcaster. So there are 1,694 residents of Scotland, Connecticut, and they are becoming lords and ladies of a UK country that has the same name. So the Scottish Land Preservation, it gets into like a bunch of government-y stuff, but the Scottish Land Preservation in actual Scotland has given this small city, like 0.09 square meters of land on a nature reserve in like the actual woods of Scotland as sort of a gift to what they would consider like one of their sister cities. So this place, this Scotland, Connecticut, has the Highland Games every year. Their founder was Scottish. And so they're trying to like do this little thing where they bridge the gap. So basically what has happened is every resident now of Scotland has an actual deed. They are actual lords and ladies in Scotland, and they each own about a little under a square foot plot of land in Scotland.
So if you own land, you're
That's
a lord
rad.
or a lady?
In Scotland, you
Yeah.
are, but also in America now. You and I are both. Well, I guess I don't own anything. The bank owns it still, but I can be kind of Lord Koffoltz.
I like it.
I know you do.
That's cool.
Lord String.
Go Scotland.
So the question, of course, is you get a foot of land. You think it's useless.
Yeah.
I don't think it's useless at all. I'm curious what you
Build
do.
something.
Option one, set up a gumball machine. No big deal. That thing's generating income.
Eddie texted me about this morning. He said, "What would you do with a foot of land?" And I had
Texted
an
him at
easy
2 a.m.
solution.
2 a.m. So
You
you're
up?
at two-
You up?
You up?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I
just
said,
thinking about
I've
my
been
foot of-
thinking about what I do with a foot of land. Is that what you're going to ask me about?
You want a slice?
Yeah.
You up on a slice.
I would put a telephone pole there. And
Telephone
then,
pole.
because no one owns the sky, we know that. We've established this. The sky
one can own the
belongs
sky.
to us all.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
I've looked into this.
Yeah.
I would build a telephone pole,
Yeah.
right? And it would be a giant bird's nest type of treehouse that I would then live in. And I would only need, my property line is only a foot, just enough for the pole, but the
Right.
sky
Right.
is my domain at that point.
And
So you would cast your neighbors into just constant shade and
Yes.
no sunlight, and their land would wither and die because you want to take all the sky.
It's whoever gets there first. It's and I would sink the pole day one and then start throwing stuff down on my neighbors if they try to build. That's the rule of the sky.
So basically, you envision your future domain to be like an Ewok village,
Yes.
or the Jetsons.
Yes.
Oh, it's a Jetson
Stilts.
situation. It's
Yes,
a big
exactly.
pole with a huge building on top.
Jetsons.
well, because I'm going to blow some people's mind right now because I'm looking
Yeah.
in to buy a beach house right now, you
Yeah.
know, and everyone knows beach houses are on stilts. I'm not buying a lot. I'm buying 4
A
tiny
foot.
cubes of land and that I will build the stilts on and build the
Going
beach
up-
house on.
Going up
So,
75 feet
mind
where
blown.
it's open public domain.
Right.
The only people you got to do is get clearance from the FAA.
Yeah.
You can build whatever you want.
Yeah.
And it can be 4 inches off the ground, you know? I mean,
That's right.
look, the
I
sky
gotta-
is the sky.
And I got to say, in addition, like, I think you also got to drill down because we've seen
Yeah, for sure.
there will be blood, right?
Right.
You go down, whatever is down.
all the milkshakes down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drainage, Eli. Drainage. Like, right? Like, you got to go down, get all that, whatever's down there.
Peat. A lot of peat.
A lot of
in,
peat.
in Scotland.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know this, and I don't mean to get grisly here, but
Yeah.
if you were to jump and commit a murder while jumping in the air,
That's right.
legally, you're
Legally?
outside of America's jurisdiction.
Yeah, you're not bound by the rules of the ground.
You
You
only
can
have to
commit
Right,
whatever
you're
crime
only
you
bound
want
by
to.
sky
if-
rules.
Nope. You have to inform
Which
the
is
FAA.
martial law
that-
up there.
Yeah, you've committed a murder. You tell the FAA. That's exactly right, Annie. You say, "Hey, I killed someone whilst jumping," and they'll say, "Were you in the air?" Yep. Well, that's clearance then. You do
Yeah,
whatever
I mean,
you
we
need to
have
do.
no jurisdiction. They would say you're outside of the United States at that point. So I don't know who's going to try you. A lot of people don't know it's a loophole. It's a dark loophole, but it is a loophole.
Hey, Eddie, what do you have?
Okay, I love this slice so much. Originally, I wanted to find a slice about what happens to candy canes after Christmas, and no one's talking about that. So detective work is about to commence.
What do you think happens to
Jesse literally just started typing on his keyboard. I saw him. He's like, I'll find it.
Top 5 lists.
I know. I believe it. I believe it. What happens to them after Christmas? Like, what happens in the stores?
Do they go into cold storage and just come back out next year?
Oh. We're talking about unsold candy canes. What happens with the stock?
Because there's a lot.
What happens to them?
There's shelves
and what happens
and
in that
shelves.
factory? I don't know.
There's a huge warehouse in, I think it's like South Georgia.
Yeah.
And huge. And it holds all of those basically like those pop-up Halloween shops. So they just bring everything back to the warehouse. It sits there for 11 months and then it goes to those Halloween shops all over the country. It's like one person's business and the guy is a multimillionaire because he just buys he'll say I'll lease this empty, old Kmart that nobody's used. Yeah. Brings all junk down there, fills it up, brings it back to the warehouse.
But this is a valid question about where does the seasonal candy go?
They melt it down.
And what happens to the workers at the candy cane factory, the other 10 months a year?
These are my concerns, Cameron.
I think they melt it down in like a big vat and then, just let it simmer. Until
stir it for 10 months?
No, a big vat, and then they spit out the little dollop-sized ones and give them to old-timey restaurants for when you check out.
Yeah. Do you think?
So that's not even my slice, but you're welcome for all the research.
We've now responded to a non-news question.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you. Here's my slice. Did you guys know this already? That they just found in New Zealand fossils from a penguin that were human sized, 5'10", 220 pounds. They think penguins that are the size of grown men.
We knew it was coming.
We did?
We always
that's terrifying.
We always had a feeling that the penguins at one point were.
So you're saying you knew that the current penguins were kind of the Shetland ponies.
That we evolved from penguins.
Right.
Yes.
Shetland ponies, Cameron.
Yeah. They were a very early form of transportation.
I wish penguins were that big again because 1, I would not be afraid of them. 2, you can ride them. 3, this sounds kind of messed up, but for some reason, I'd love to just tackle one in the open field. It seems like a really fun animal to
Every waiter
tackle.
at a fancy restaurant would lose his job if they were still around.
Do you think, Jesse, when you tackle it, that it's like one of those weeble wobble things like when you had when you were a little kid and it pops right back up?
Yeah.
Or
Totally.
do you think it's like a turtle and it can't flip itself over?
I think I'd probably have to help it back over, but I think it would make a funny squeaking sound when when we both
I
hit
think
the
you're
ground
underestimating the beak size on this thing, Jesse.
No.
I don't think it's a safe animal. I think a
definitely from
5'10"
behind.
penguin is a predator.
Annie, I have a question.
It never
about
sees me coming. It never sees me coming.
Could they fly back then when they were that size?
Because they could commit crimes as soon as they were up in the air, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know.
Bingo.
But imagine, because have you ever seen down at the Penguin Encounter at SeaWorld, have you seen how fast those things swim under the water?
It's unbelievable.
Imagine one that's 15 times the size.
Yeah.
That thing
but
is
I'm not
like
going to
moving.
tango with it on land, in the water. I'm tackling and messing with it on land where I am way
But
faster.
all I'm picturing now is you and a penguin doing the tango. So that's all that's happening in my head.
I would tackle and be like, you know what? I'm not even going to run. You're going to waddle, and I'm just going to leisurely walk away while you waddle after me, mad because I tackled you. Big deal.
All right, well, that'll do it for Slices. Stay tuned. Up next, Bryan and Katie Torwalt join us. We're talking Christmas music.
I don't care what the neighbors say. Christmas time is near. I don't care what anyone says. Christmas is full of cheer. All I know is the Santa sleigh is making its way to the USA. I wish it was Christmas today. I wish it was Christmas today. I wish it was Christmas today. Oh, I wish it was Christmas today. I wish it was Christmas today. Oh, all I know is a Santa Claus. Don't care about bragging or flying off. I wish it was, wish it was, wish it was, wish it was.
You're listening to Julian Casablancas. The song is Christmas Tree.
Did that with passion.
Yeah, it's a long word I had to power through.
Yeah.
This episode of the Relevant Podcast is brought to you by Squarespace. Whether you need a landing page, a beautiful gallery, a professional blog, or an online store, it's all included with your Squarespace website. Creating your site with Squarespace is easy. Their simple, intuitive process lets you add and arrange your content and features with a click of a mouse. You can even design a best-in-class online store with Squarespace's award-winning templates, seamless commerce tools, customizable settings, and more, all without a single plugin. And Squarespace makes adding a domain to your site simple. If you sign up for a year, you'll receive a custom domain included for free. And don't forget, they have amazing 24/7 customer support. Start your free trial today at squarespace.com and enter offer code RELEVANT to get 10% off your first purchase, just for Relevant Podcast listeners.
Love Squarespace.
Squarespace.com, offer code RELEVANT to get 10% off your first purchase. Squarespace, set your website apart. Husband and wife duo Bryan and Katie Torwalt are worship leaders and songwriters who are part of the Jesus Culture movement. They just released their brand new Christmas EP featuring a selection of holiday favorites. We asked Bryan and Katie to come on this week and discuss their 5 favorite Christmas songs of all time and defend their choices. Here are Bryan and Katie Torwalt.
Hi. Thanks for having us on.
Absolutely. Annie just saw you in concert in Nashville recently.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
I did. When you guys opened for Johnny Swim, you were so good.
Aw, thank you. Were you at the one just recently on the 19th? Or were you at the first one on the 8th?
I was at the first one. Tell me the difference, though.
We were working out our nerves still on that.
Oh, no. I will strongly disagree with you because when y'all sang the Emmanuel song, the room shifted. I mean, it was incredible.
Well, thanks for coming on. And to celebrate your new Christmas EP, we thought who better to have come on the podcast this week. You know, clearly you guys are experts in Christmas music. we wanted to talk through and hear your favorite 5 Christmas songs of all time. And we have the clips loaded up, and we thought you guys could talk us through them and tell us why these are your favorite songs.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Definitely.
All right. So coming in, the Torwalts' number 5 favorite Christmas song of all time.
Number 5 is the Vince Guaraldi Trio, Christmas Time is Here, from Charlie Brown's Christmas.
Yes, it's so fun for us. Anytime that comes on the radio, I think, especially for Bryan, he listened to, or he watched Charlie Brown, like all the Charlie Brown movies for all the holidays.
Nostalgic.
So it puts us right in the mood.
Definitely
for Christmas.
Oh,
This is like when you need to have on record and just like this.
Oh, yeah.
This is like the Christmas Eve soundtrack.
See, I thought we would have major disagreements about best of all time. The question I have is, why is this not number 1?
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is right.
serious. I feel like it's low
I know.
being 5.
Well,
I know. It's
5's
hard.
a little low.
It was hard to pick.
It was really hard.
If number 1 is Mariah Carey, or if she did anything,
We're immediately hanging up.
If it's Christmas shoes, unfortunately, we'll unfortunately be cutting this segment, and you're gonna have to
Number
figure
1
out
is
something
Christmas
else.
shoes. We just put our secret out there.
Destiny's Child Christmas.
Yeah. I wouldn't even be mad at that.
Bryan and Katie, I already find your selections problematic because this shows me that they're not all 5 Mannheim Steamroller, which I don't understand.
Already decided that. Yeah, it's true.
Wow, that's beautiful.
awesome.
Yeah, that's our number 5. For
This song alone makes me want to own a record player.
You do want a record player. It's awesome,
Yeah.
and it sounds so nice and
It's true.
scratchy. All right, that was good.
okay, number
5.
4. That's a good solid one. I think a little low, but let's see what you think is better.
Let's see what they bring. That's good.
No.
All right.
It's hard to pick the order, right?
All right, number 4, we went with, this one's a little bit maybe out of left field, but it's the Christmas Waltz and the version by our good friends that we just opened for, Johnny Swim. It's really special.
Love their version. You know, we mostly stick to the classics by the classics, but there's always an exception to the rule, I think.
That is pretty.
We're listening. Oh.
Yeah, she's got a great voice. So, I mean, you know, it's a really
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
version.
They sound amazing together, too.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
on pins and needles about what Jesse wants to say here.
Well, we know Eddie's a big fan of any kind of waltz.
Right.
Any kind of waltz,
Any-
especially the Christmas waltz.
Any waltz.
Any 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I put on just a beautiful waltz. I send the girls out to Panera.
Yeah.
I put on a nice waltz.
Dance like nobody's watching.
I put on my gentleman
Beautiful. What a
overcoat.
beautiful tradition.
Dance like mom's not home, Eddie.
Love it.
All right, solid. Again, I can't imagine what number 3.
I'm
the
shocked
top
we
3
haven't
are.
got a Mannheim Steamroller yet. I'm shocked and I'm starting to get concerned,
No,
guys.
you sound disappointed about that.
No, mostly we went pretty classic, but that one was, I mean, it's a classic song, but just a, newer version, new take on it.
Yeah, it's good.
We gotta give some love shout out there because they're our top shots.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so coming in at number 3.
Number 3, we went way classic, White Christmas, Bing Crosby.
Yeah, you are really doing a great job. Of a
I love that guy.
You know what I'm noticing? And this is shocking to me. Worship leaders, so far 3 songs, no mention of Jesus.
And again, I feel like I'm harping on something here.
It's a pretty hard burn.
I feel like I'm harping on something here, but I feel like a real Christmas song is a minimum 14 and a half minutes long and has 3 different guitar solos. And I haven't heard any of that. And I don't know that then we're celebrating the same holiday, guys.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm celebrating the birth of our Lord and Savior. I think it's a very significant religious and spiritual moment every year. I'm just hearing a lot of white Christmas, old-timey nostalgia. I'm not hearing
My Savior comes riding in on a white horse with a guitar blazing and a flaming sword.
And he takes laps for 14 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Pumping-
when my
pumping the
grandmother
crowd
comes
up.
over, we put on the Trans-Siberian record.
Do you
and we
really?
show her. Well, she's
There it is.
Yeah, she's dead, so it's not real. She's fine.
okay.
It's not your fault.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Well, none of you did it. It's not any of your fault. I mean, this is what happens. It's the passage of time.
Okay, so let's see if the top 2 have any mention of Jesus in the Torwalt's top 2 Christmas songs of all time.
It's not going to be.
Just hoping.
Yes. So number 2 is "Oh Holy Night" in the Celine Dion version because I'm a big fan, and there's no shame in my game.
No shame.
If someone's going to hit that high note, it needs to be her.
Oh, yeah.
Or
It needs to be
Christina.
sweet. Exactly.
I mean, Mariah, back in her day.
No, Mariah.
Yeah.
Come on.
There is no Mariah.
This just has a more elegant feel to it
That
than the
is true.
Mariah version.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow.
That's good.
Okay, this just got me in the Christmas
good.
spirit. That's
Well,
good.
I'm just going to harp for a second.
Yeah.
Do they say Jesus in that song?
Well, it's "Oh Holy Night."
Yeah, but they could be
Just
talking about
equal
any
Holy
night.
Cameron, I don't care. I'm just saying, are we standing on?
So you're
do they
saying,
say Jesus?
Annie, you're along the lines that you pray without
We're gonna be
ceasing.
technical.
So this could be any night is a holy
Any
night.
night.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
That's
trying to
true.
say. I played that
But
in
those
July,
verses,
and I
if
mean
you
it.
listen to those verses, you guys, I'm telling you, they are a worship moment. We actually just snuck in a half a verse, the second verse in our set in Nashville when we opened, and I was like, if we don't write worship songs with this kind of lyric, I mean, what are we doing? It's just so good. There's some good stuff in there.
That is good.
I will say there is a lyric, and it's a kind of a tricky one, though, Annie. It's "Oh Night When Christ Was Born."
Oh, that's right. So it is about Christmas.
It might be about baby Jesus. I don't know.
I sit corrected.
I don't know.
I think
Metaphors
so.
are hard.
I think you should allude to the fact that it's probably about babies.
Yeah.
Night when Christ
All right,
Yeah.
the number one. Now, I'll tell you this.
Jesse's still angry.
I know how hard it is to
Seething over here.
rank songs because we here
Yeah.
at Irrelevant this week we've been working on our top 25 albums of the year,
Right.
And literally, like there were 7 or 8 of us, like in a chat group, that debating. It's not the 25. We're pretty well agreed on the 25.
Yeah.
It's the order of the 25.
It's
you
the
know?
order.
It's the order that
It's like, should the Torwalts be at number 2 or number 1? It's like
Right.
hard to
That's
know.
the question.
Where
You were
should
asking the
you
right question.
continue?
And
They're like, oh, that's so sweet. So sweet.
coming in at number 1, Carman.
Oh no. Okay, the Torwalt's number 1 Christmas song of all time.
Okay.
Wow.
There we go.
Number
Oh,
1
man.
Christmas song of all time is, go ahead, Brent.
We have the Christmas song, Nat King Cole.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The second
Yet
album.
again,
His voice.
not about Jesus.
Everything.
But
They had the one in there.
No, right
so,
here.
you know,
Jack
Yeah.
they had
Frost
the quarter.
nipping at your nose.
It's
And
true.
once again, this
It's a
song is a
metaphor.
maximum 3.5 minutes. I'm not even. That should just be the drum build in a real Christmas song.
These are the top 5 songs you'd play as a prelude to Mannheim Steamroller, Jesse.
Yeah,
Annie,
exactly.
this is also the second
Yeah.
album you
Yeah,
need to
yeah.
buy as a record. I mean, this is an evening cordial being swirled gently in a glass as the kids fall asleep. You know what I'm saying?
I don't have kids, but I'll swirl that
Exactly.
cordial.
Well, it's not all about you, Annie. Sometimes I'm talking about me.
You need to have this on vinyl for sure.
Yeah.
For Christmas.
We'll find it hard to sleep.
There you go. Well, hey, thanks for joining us.
It was cool having you on the show.
It was
Thank
awesome
you.
having you on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks so much for
That was
having us.
fun.
Merry Christmas.
There we go.
Say happy holidays.
Cameron, my only problem with that top 5 list is you did a terrible mouth drum roll.
Oh, the
Oh, yeah. It was like a John Madden drum roll.
I can put in a
Yeah, do that.
post.
No, my mic.
I want to.
Yeah.
No. I think he needs to stand for that.
I had just taken a swig of my water bottle, but when the moment called for a drum solo,
Right.
or a drum fill,
Drum roll, yeah.
and I'm not going to deny the
It was
moment.
both.
I'm not going to deny the moment just because I had hydration in my mouth.
You just don't really understand how a drum roll sounds. So in your head, it's like, like no.
No. But thanks for pointing that out.
You're welcome. I'm here to help.
Beautiful.
Stay tuned. Up next, we look inside the new issue of Relevant.
I heard you got a new girlfriend, and it's hurting me. I heard you got a new girlfriend, and it's hurting. Yeah, it's hurting. Yeah, it's hurting me. Yeah, it's hurting me.
You're listening to Stefflon Don featuring French Montana. The song is "Hurting Me." I should have probably played one of the artists that are in the new issue of Relevant because that's what we're talking about now. Okay, so Eddie and Annie have stepped out of the room, and we are inviting in to join us old Tyler Huckabee.
Oh my God.
Oh, no.
I don't answer to that.
And our new managing editor, Andre Henry. Welcome. We want to take a couple minutes and tell you guys about the brand new issue of Relevant, the February issue, which is shipping now. It'll be hitting newsstands on the 1st. And it features some really exciting pieces. We're not going to go into everything in the new issue, but there's a couple of highlights we're excited to tell you about. The cover, which I mentioned earlier, features Russell Brand, controversial comedian and actor, and now activist, Russell Brand, having a very unique conversation with us, probably a conversation that would only appear in Relevant. Jesse, tell us about it.
Yeah. So, as a lot of people know, if you know Russell Brand, you know that part of his story and his identity is about his kind of journey into sobriety, which has been over a decade. He used to be addicted to a lot of different substances and behaviors. And so initially that's what I thought the conversation was going to be about. But it quickly, when we were talking, turned towards faith and turned specifically towards his embrace of the teachings of Jesus. And he had a lot of thoughts about the Bible and prayer and why culture needs the message of Jesus now more than ever. I was shocked by the conversation, but it was also one of my favorite interviews I've ever done, and I'm thrilled that we can kind of present it in this story.
Now, Jesse, my favorite part of this interview. Now, behind the scenes, people probably think that like every magazine story you go and you spend the writer spends the day with the person and stuff like that. And then sometimes that's true. Like that happened in a few of the features in this issue. But and Russell was in London, so we did a phone interview. And Jesse, about 20 minutes into the conversation, what happened?
Yes. So we're working through, because he's in London and I'm here and we're using Skype and all this different stuff, his people set up a line for us to both call into and we can have our conversation. So, we're talking and, he's talking about addiction and all these things. And I start talking more about Relevant and how, we approach things from this Christian perspective. And he gets really interested and starts diving into his faith. And, right then we hear a voice come on the line. It's like, "Hi, it's Becky. I'm ready for the call." And then a few minutes is like, Frank here, getting on board. Me and Russell are trying to have an intimate conversation. And Russell's like, and who might Becky be? And he starts bantering with these people who are calling into some random conference line. The number that we had got out, somehow it was one of those things where just a ton of random people. So Russell joked around with these people who had no idea who he was and or didn't know that he was Russell Brand. And then he was like, "Don't worry, we'll reconnect." So literally weeks go by, and I think we lost the interview. He's a very tough guy to pin down and schedule. Even his people kept saying that.
He seems like a cat. You know, just kind of like, or a squirrel. He's like a squirrel. Just kind of like, it's really tough to pin. Really.
Yeah. And so his people basically are like, listen, we want to make it happen, but we don't know when it will and if it will. So a month goes by and I think, well, we're going to have to find, I don't have enough to run. And so I get an email one morning and it's like, Russell will call you in 1 hour. 2 hours go by. He does call. And I'm like, hey, listen, he answered. He goes, well, that call took a long time to reconnect, didn't it? He's like, 1 minute. He goes, 1 minute, I'm talking about our Lord and Savior. And next minute, I got Becky on the line. He's like, what do you know? A month went by. But I will say this, to his credit, he jumped right back in and we had a fantastic conversation.
Yeah,
Jesse, your impersonation of Russell Brand calls to mind a Dickensian chimney sweep. like coming down the jet, like with presents for all the orphans. And I think Russell would be very touched by what doesn't sound like him, but sounds like a very nice chap, a British gentleman.
I think it's pretty good.
Also in the issue, we have a lot of highlights, and we won't get into all of them, but I want to tell you about what's in the issue. We have some great artists. Atlas Genius and Jesse Ware are in the issue. That we talked to the Lone Bellow. We find 6 churches that are kind of changing everything. And that was fascinating to me. Tyler, you're the one who led this piece. And we found some churches, you know, there's so much kind of negativity right now about Christians and the larger culture and how millennials are even like leaving the church. And we wanted to find 6 churches that are kind of breaking the mold and doing things that are creating a real impact in their communities. And the ones we found and highlighting the issue are phenomenal.
Oh man, it was like really cool that because I feel like, and I think a lot of people who've been to church have had this experience. A new church rolls into town, starts a plant, and says, "Are you tired of church the old way? Well, we're going to do church different here. We have rock and roll music on stage, and we wear, I don't know, aviator, and it never feels all that different." So I actually I Googled and I actually took to, so people who follow me on Twitter probably saw. I asked just people who knew of cool churches that were doing something different in their communities. I got a lot of responses, and I'm really thankful for people who called my attention to some churches, a lot of which aren't like huge, they're not the mega churches, but they are doing things that really caught my eye. And it was a really, like Cameron said, there's a lot of stories out there that I'm not super pumped about the church right now. So this was a very reassuring and encouraging article for me to work on. I hope it's an encouraging one for people to read.
I rarely write for the magazine other than my editor's note. And this issue, I got the chance to go out to LA and talk to Pete Holmes, the comedian Pete Holmes. The second season of Crashing is coming out on HBO in January. And I went out there a couple months ago and had like a 2.5 hour conversation with him at his house about, he grew up in the church and kind of, as an adult, through, Crashing talks about it, through a series of circumstances, kind of walked away from his faith and is on a journey of trying to figure out what he believes again and all that. And it was such a similar, while the circumstances may be different, it's such a similar path that so many of us have gone through, where we kind of grew up in the church, and then as you kind of become college age or in your 20s, you start to rethink why you believe what you believe, or if you believe at all, and kind of deconstruct what had been given to you. And then we find ourselves on the other side of that and are in the process of reconstructing our faith, many of us. And Pete would be in that category. And to have the conversation we did with him was really fascinating. And we have that in the new issue as well, which is really fun, really good. Let's see, other highlights. It's New Year's. So we gathered 6 or so of our favorite smart people and all the different parts of life, and got some of their best advice to make 2018 your best year yet, from finances to relationships to your spiritual life and others. It's you won't want to miss that. Jesse has a hot take on how you can be better at Facebooking, right?
This was fun. I have a lot of opinions about bad behaviors that people do on Facebook. So anytime you can write kind of like a little bit snarky, but hopefully has some insight piece, it's always fun. And that was a fun one to do.
And Andre Henry's debut piece in Relevant. He wrote the feature with rapper KB, who's Lecrae's protege, and he's got some big changes he'd like to see in hip hop.
Yeah, I listened to his album before writing the piece, as you should, and which is rare for me. I don't really listen to a lot of Christian hip hop, but it knocks. I mean, it's a banger. And on top of that, though, it's so substantial. Like, it's hopeful, but talks about a lot of like things that are just going on in society in a hopeful way. So I was really honored to write it.
Along those lines, actually, we have a piece we call "The United States of Privilege," and it looks into like the reality of racial and gender privilege and what we can do about it. You know, so many people try to say like, "Oh, I'm colorblind," or you know, like white privilege isn't a real thing or whatever. And we kind of break that down and say like we need to have an honest conversation about this.
Yeah. And it was Jamar Tisby who runs an organization, I think it's called The Witness, that a lot of people might be familiar with, that helped write that piece. And it really, it's challenging and enlightening. It's a really good piece.
On the spiritual end of things, Brian Zond wrote for us about why one of history's most famous sermons needs to be re-examined.
Sinners in the Hands of an Angry God.
Sinners in the Hands of an Angry God.
Mm-hmm. The interesting thing about that piece is it really challenges how you see, that helps shape American history, not just modern theology.
To this day, people still have the same image of God from that sermon.
From the 1700s. I mean, this is like back in the colonial era. He preaches a sermon and the pews where people were sitting, you would see claw marks because they were so terrified by this image of an angry God and that we're all sinners and we're going to have his wrath. But it's so formative to American evangelicalism and theology. It's almost like we don't realize it, that sermon kind of pivoted how the church engages the Lord. And anyway, and Brian Zond was in that camp and drank the Kool-Aid and is now rethinking maybe how we should believe.
So lots of hot takes.
Lots of hot takes. And another eye-opening, one of my favorite things is, we hear a lot about the Russia scandal in the news. And
the fake Russia scandal.
The fake news. The fake news.
People don't come here for fake news.
Hear a lot about the Russia scandal, but we actually have a piece talking about the other Russia scandal, the one that's not being talked about, how there has been a very intentional clamping down on religious freedom and how basically Christianity is trying to be erased in Russia and the world is not talking about it at all. And so guess what we do?
It was a really hard, I mean, it was a great piece to research, but it was a difficult one to research because there's just not a lot out there on it. There are people who want to tell this story, but the platform, the news about Russia in the United States, at least, has been so overwhelmed by talk about the 2016 election that other things, very substantive things and important things that are happening in Russia get overlooked. So it was a privilege to tell the story. I hope I did it justice.
Yeah, global persecution of the church is something that we always try to keep our eye on, and we've covered over the years. And it's like literally, this is happening right before the world's eyes, and nobody's talking about it, which is egregious. Yeah. So hopefully, this will make a difference. There's a lot more in the issue. We have some great artists and selects. The front matter is chock full of the usual entertainment and craziness. We have a Q&A and interview with the director of Lady Bird, Greta Gerwig, in the issue as well. There's a lot. You won't want to miss it. You can see the entire issue online at relevantmagazine.com. Go check it out. If you want to subscribe, the paper quality is really nice.
So
I noticed it.
Yeah.
I pulled it out. I was like, oh, somebody made some decisions.
Yeah, we upgraded, y'all. Check it out. You can subscribe as well at relevantmagazine.com and get it sent to your mailbox 6 times a year. I think you'll like it, but we'd love the support as well. So go check it out. The new issue of Relevant with Russell Brand and a lot more is out now. Stay tuned. Up next, your feedback.
I'm not afraid to hear them. Bring your stones to me. I'm not afraid to hear them. You kept me waiting. I'll count to 5.
A lot of programs, books, and gurus make promises this time of year to help you find your purpose. But we have a better idea. Make Jesus your only resolution. When you decide to make him your spiritual goal, you'll start to meet him in creative, surprising, and unexpected ways that'll change your life more effectively than any New Year's self-improvement program. Start a practice of centering on Jesus with a free 21-day devotional. Each day has a simple idea that will convert ordinary moments, like waiting at a traffic light or right before you make a purchase, into a supernatural experience. See what we mean? Start one day today at JesusCenteredLife.com/21 days.
You're listening to Rye. The song is Count to 5, which is appropriate because the Torwalts did a top 5 thing a couple segments ago.
And counting is the best.
And counting to 5. Yeah, we love it. We're very pro math here.
It's one of, yeah. It's one
Pro
of,
devil, pro math.
Yeah.
Relevant podcast.
Well, numerology is really what we're trying to get to.
That's it. All makes sense.
Well, Chinese gender calendars and numerology.
It's blood moons, and it's a whole thing, guys. It's a whole. I got a very complicated system.
Yeah.
But most of my life decisions are made based on those numbers and blood moons. So
counting to 5.
I love that you keep using blood moons in plural. That's probably my favorite part.
Yeah, I mean, it's my system's pretty
Well,
complicated. I mean, we have regular blood moons. According to my calculations.
Yeah. And if you believe there's only one moon circling this earth, trust me.
Yeah, no,
it's a
get
whole.
ready to
It's
be
a
woke.
code. It's very complicated.
Like
It's
one moon
very
could show up
complicated.
every night. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not, and look how different they are. Sometimes
We're
they're-
seeing a different moon every night.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, sometimes they're
One's
like
way
big
bigger.
yellowy moons. Sometimes it's like a little cut in half moon.
Yeah.
There's
I mean,
no way that's the
By
same
my
thing.
count, there's a
No way it's the same
minimum.
moon.
There's a minimum like 8,000.
I've never thought about it, but there's no way.
There's no way there's one moon. How could it be? I mean,
10 at least.
Well, that's why the prophecy talks about the blood moons.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. It's. I don't think I'm
5 stars.
miscalculating anything because I've made a lot of decisions based on this.
It's time for your feedback. And this is where we do our corrections and apologies.
And I'm not apologizing
That's
for
right.
anything.
So it's time for your feedback. Last week, the question of the week, we asked you, what were your favorite album releases of 2017? We kind of wanted to just crowdsource. We are releasing our list, the relevant list, this week, and we did top 25. We were going to do top 30.
Yeah.
Nah. We're just going to.
This list, by the way, is the time of year when I now begin to listen to all the music of the year. Because I just am like, thank you for just curating it for me.
Just distill it down to the good stuff.
I just do the same thing.
Or at
And
least
now
stuff that you might have missed.
I
You look
listen-
at the list, and it's like, oh, I didn't listen to that.
Right.
Go back and
That's
check
right.
it out.
And you cover all genres. I
Yeah.
just listened to these 25 albums now for the next 6 months.
Oh, that's very nice. of you
Yeah,
to
it's a
say.
very helpful thing.
That's why we take our debating seriously on
No,
The
I know.
Office. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually a really good list.
You
This is a
should
good
see
year
the
for
thread
music.
that we have going. Yeah.
There's threats. Yeah. It's, yeah.
I mean,
I'm telling you, new Tyler's threats against Jesse are startling.
Yeah, I told him.
And he has the
look.
muscles to back it up, I hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does, but I know how to do things in midair, and I will never be prosecuted for it. Tyler. Never in
And
this
you got the
country.
confidence. One thing you do not lack about it, Jesse, is the confidence. I think that's half the battle, buddy.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my goodness. So you guys went over
Hold on.
to
Chandler, did you feel that?
I did. Yeah, I was wondering what that was.
It was your eyelashes. Yeah, I used to feel like
Stop it. I hate this so
I was
much.
gently brushing your eyelashes. That is gotta be the weirdest recurring joke on the show.
Oh man, you guys hit us up on Twitter at Relevant Podcast. You also went over to the episode page at relevantmagazine.com and posted your favorites there. We will play a few of our favorites now.
I think we rephrased the question a little bit different because we asked him to not just rank albums, but just rank anything from the last year.
It really got wild.
People were creative.
Oh, did I add the word albums? Okay, so what the question that's written down on my rundown says, what were your favorite releases of 2017? I just had music.
No, this is just hey, I want to rank a thing. Yeah. And so I've got one that I can't wait to read. Jesse, am I interrupting you?
No, you go for it, man.
Well, I'd like to just read part of Michael Leto's. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I would just like to say that Michael ranked all of the cast members.
You know, I call him Still.
Stiletto.
Oh my God.
And
Wow, 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 wow.
a late entry for Dad Joke of 2017. Dad Joke.
I mean, even late in our hearts, we couldn't even get there. It took a minute, but well done, Cameron.
So he ranked the podcast members like all of the members of the Relevant podcast.
Oh, no.
And I don't
hold
want
on, Eddie. Before you get into this, I got to set some context. I read this too. This Michael Leto appears to have a beef with an Office listicle I wrote, and is taking it out on this list because I can't help but to read that my description is almost exactly what I wrote about Jim Halpert, and you got real personal, Michael.
Eddie,
Let her rip.
one of our biggest articles of this month was a completely mindless article that Jesse did, ranking the definitive ranking of all the characters that
Who
appeared
knew
in
it'd
The
be
Office.
so timely though that they were going to announce the
and Jesse very controversially, and I think clickbaity, put Jim Halpert dead last.
You'll never guess who's last.
Dead last.
Listen, Jesse, just stop talking for a second, please, because this is just I'm not going to read the whole order because I think
Just start at the top, maybe, Eddie.
No, because we're all in there. But behind Chandler and Andre and Nathan, coming in dead last is Jesse Carey, number 6. Easily the most overrated cast member, relying on provocative language and pseudoscientific theories to trigger the audience. He also writes terrible lists on the Relevant website. This person is just absolutely.
I love Still. He's great.
Oh, classic Still. Classic Still. But anyhow.
Hey, do you not believe the hate mail I got? Can I read a tweet that I got so much because this list kind of went a little viral, and I got just hate mail from so many people I've never met in my life. This one guy said, oh yeah, his next piece rankings should be ranking all of the times I was incredibly wrong, and this article would be number 1, but that list will probably be incorrect too. That's just a sample of the onslaught of tweets that I got for 4 straight days from randos. Hey, that's okay. You rank The Office characters, guy, and I'll criticize you and make fun of you on your podcast page.
Even Nathan, who's never spoken a word on the mic in this show, got number 5. So well done, Michael Stiletto.
Is Michael Leto? Is this really like John Krasinski? Did he make this just because he was mad?
He is from Ontario.
I think so. I think that's a good theory.
Yeah. He's catfishing you.
Rachel, her favorite, she actually did albums. Her favorite, number 1 was Lone Bellows' Walk Into a Storm. Here's a clip.
I love Lone Bellow. Missed him over the last couple of years. We needed more Lone Bellow music. Now we got it.
Yeah.
Zach Williams, one of the best performers, hands down.
Yeah, she had a good list. She also had
very good.
John Mark McMillan was on there, Gang of Youths. I'll forgive her for Ed Sheeran and the Chainsmokers being on her list.
Come on.
But it was a
Listen,
good list.
we don't even have time to talk about how I feel about Ed Sheeran. I just do not feel that guy at all.
Why?
Somebody asked me the other day, a female friend asked me the other day, what's the deal with Ed Sheeran? Like, why is he such a, like,
why?
What's the magic?
What are you not feeling?
Well, he writes catchy songs and he's a nice guy. Like in interviews
so is
and
Carman.
Stuff. Yeah, that's but he doesn't write catchy songs.
Oh.
That's how people describe you, Chandler.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy. Writes catchy songs. I like him.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
They're both going to go through the same life coaching coming up in 2018. Ed Sheeran.
I would watch that show.
2.
Ed Sheeran and Chandler going through Carmen's life coaching.
I would like to also say about Rachel's list that she did Eddie's top random faves of 2017, and it was literally just things she liked in no order that didn't have anything to do with each other. Oh. I enjoyed the list thoroughly, but it was like a totally crazy person list.
What is it?
Number 1, my dating relationship. I think she's talking about her own dating relationship. Like favorite things. Number 2, her family vacation at the beach.
Oh.
Number 3, concerts. She saw the Lone Bellow, the Kings of Leon. She went to New York City. She turned 30. She just had a nice year.
That must have been quite a trip.
To have a good year.
Must have been quite a trip to the beach to beat all those other things 3 to 5.
Yeah.
Right.
What happened at the beach?
I'm going to say I think this is a random list the way she listed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
She made God number 11, and that feels like that's a bad idea.
That's not a good move.
And just in case her friends don't have her phone number, in Clearwater, she's coming to Clearwater Beach, January 16th.
Sweet.
Rachel's friends.
Oh, and we know how much she likes the beach.
Oh, she loves it.
Yeah.
And Clearwater
2
Beach
out
is
of 11
great.
likes it.
Captain, what's it? Captain Bill's? Great fish restaurant.
You're from there.
I am from there.
Yeah.
That's
But you can't even remember. Wait, Captain Bill's, it's
Krabby Bill's.
in Clearwater.
No, it's Krabby Bill's, I think. Yeah, in Clearwater. anyhow, just a real interesting list.
That's great. That's
Rachel, enjoy your time on January 16th is a really great time to go to the beach.
Well, in
Truly.
Florida, yeah, it's great. It's perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, right
love
now
going
it's
to the beach in the winter.
83 today and sunny. I'll be
Is it
going to
really?
the beach this weekend. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. There's a lot more where that came from. You can go check out last week's episode page.
We
see
really
the
did a
list.
funny recap of all that.
Yeah.
It's great.
There's some actual real lists, and some
Yeah.
people put some actual thought into it.
We just
I
read
mean,
them.
we did
all.
like 2 lists. We did like some albums and Rachel.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's rank our favorite Rachels.
Yeah. My favorite list was the list where Jesse was number 6 behind a guy that doesn't talk. Merry
You did a
Christmas,
nice
Jesse.
job, Eddie, of forgetting to mention that you were number 1 on that list, bud.
Look, man.
Was
look,
I?
Hey,
Did I
when-
play
when you-
Jesus?
Look, when you take some bold takes out there, you got to be real. You got to be willing to take the heat. I don't mind. Bring it.
right.
Bring it, randos. I don't care.
Well, I got to say, you are my number 5.
Man, you really slice people with that rando thing, Jesse. I like it. That'll teach him.
Yeah, I'm not saying. I mean, I'm sure he's a pleasant guy, even though he said some hurtful personal things about me. I'm just saying he's random to me. I don't know him.
Yeah, that's
but,
right. That's
you know,
right.
come
His
at
mom
me.
knows
Come
who
at
he
me,
is,
bro.
but you don't,
Yeah,
so who cares?
Well, that'll do it for last week's feedback. Normally, right here, 50 times a year, we ask a question of the week.
Yeah.
We're not going to this week.
Because we know that what just happened on the show is not a thing we want your feedback on.
Just keep it to yourself this time.
I generally just want you to move on.
That's because next week we will be doing our best of the year recap with some of the highlights throughout the year. I mean, 50 plus episodes. There's a lot that happened. We do our little recap, and then we come back in the new year and start fresh. And if we do a question of the week now, it'll just get lost.
Yeah.
So we're just going to skip it this week. Spend time with your family rather than trying to come up with your, feedback. Just,
It seems
Unless you're Rachel, keep listening, Rachel. We respect you.
Yeah.
So she's busy planning her beach trip
That's
on
true.
January
That's
16th.
true.
Rachel's friends coming to Clearwater. Watch out.
All right. On that note, we'll wrap things up. Hey, many thanks to this week's sponsors for making the episode possible. Remember, if you're looking for a last-minute Christmas gift, you can join in the movement and give the gift of opportunity today at kiva.org/relevant. That's kiva.org/relevant. And also Squarespace. You can start your free trial today at squarespace.com. And then when you want to sign up, enter offer code RELEVANT to get 10% off your first purchase. Hey, thanks to our guests, Bryan and Katie Torwalt, for joining us. Their Christmas EP is out now. You got a couple days to get it in there before it's inappropriate to listen to Christmas music. Then you can just listen to their worship album, which is phenomenal. Came out this year.
We won't get into this, but there's a really definitive time.
What is it?
It is midnight, December 25th. We're done.
No.
Wait, midnight at night.
Tree
Yeah,
comes
we're
down.
done. We're completely done with Christmas.
When does your tree come down?
You must have it down by New Year's Eve.
So do you leave it up for a few more?
We may, I won't, but it certainly has to be down. If 2018 starts and there's a tree in your house,
Something's
heaven
wrong.
forbid.
Yeah. You might as well leave it up until next November.
Mid-February.
I have a neighbor that leaves
easy.
a Christmas tree up all year round.
What?
And it's also a red Christmas tree.
Oh.
Did they change the themes, Chandler?
No, it just looks the same. They
That's
leave
weird.
their window up or the shades open sometimes, so you can see it in their living room.
Is bananas.
Like in like August,
Super weird.
they have
Yeah.
a Christmas tree
all
lit.
year
Turn
long.
it on.
For several years. Yeah.
I need you to go
I
knock on
respect
their door
that.
and tell them to straighten up.
Yeah.
Question.
Respect it.
Are they dead?
It's possible. I don't know.
Has anybody knocked on their door?
No,
There's like
no.
65 piles of mail
for
all
years.
over the front.
Oh, no.
Oh,
There's
boy.
maybe the windows
mummified
open.
inside. It's
Yeah, maybe
We
the
just
windows
solved a
open.
crime.
We just solved a crime. A couple has been missing since 1978.
Oh, no. Chandler's neighbor.
I've never been more proud to be friends with you guys. than when
Chandler's
we're crime
neighbor
solvers.
died Christmas 1997, and nobody paid
She's been
attention.
there.
Oh,
Yeah, because literally, who's bought a red tree since 1997? That's the first clue.
Ooh, and you just hear the music inside. It's just like that clicking record thing where it's at the end of the record.
Is that the
It's just
end?
loop.
Yikes. I feel so bad for this family. I'm so glad we finally solved it.
Oh my goodness. All right. On that note, we'll wrap it up. I'm Cameron Strang.
I'm number one on the list.
I'm Chandler Street.
I'm Jesse Carey.
I'm Annie F. Downs.
There you go. We'll see you next week.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
I'll say it.
Thank you for listening to the Relevant Podcast. If you like what you heard, be sure to leave us a review on iTunes. Check out other shows from the Relevant Podcast Network in the podcast section at relevantmagazine.com. And while you're there, browse exclusive podcast merchandise at our online store. Make sure to subscribe to Relevant Magazine. Info is available at relevantmagazine.com/subscribe.
But sometimes he'll get you into some fun stuff.